So in one University of Technology, Sayyidada Ali HASHIM Shah oral presentation. I'm here. I'll welcome you guys in my oral presentation. Table of contents. In our table of contents, there is an introduction, explanation of the ERD, SQL statements, query statements, and create table statements. Basically, I have in the introduction, I briefly tell you in database analysis and design, this is an assignment. We have a lot of the questions we have solved on the basis of ERD, and we should go for our ERD. In our ERD, it's the ERD, and on this is the base on which we have to describe our all the questions using this ERD, and we have to go through its ERD. We have detailed knowledge about this ERD. As our tutorial in our tutorials, we have come to know that how we can identify the weak entities and primary keys, foreign keys, how to use the task, and how to identify these. So we go start from the left at a worker table. You can see that it's one to many relation to the allocation, and one worker have many allocations. If we move from left to right, allocation is weak entity, and from weak entity allocation from right to left, if we go, it's one allocation must have one worker. It's mean from worker from left to right, worker to allocation, there is one to many relationship, and from right to left, allocation to worker, it is many to one relationship. So it's go for allocation, it's a weak entity between task and worker table. If you go for task table, its primary key it's task ID, and primary key of worker table is worker ID, and it has also entities descriptions and category code. That's it. Yeah. So in the task ID and worker, they are parents and their child is allocation because it's weak entity. So it's go if we go far down, like see that in task ID, one allocation must have one task, and one task may have many allocation from left to right if we see, or right to left if we see. So in down we have time log table. So one allocation may have many time logs, and one time log must have one allocation. If we see, it's one to many and many to one, so relationship. So it's the ERD on this is based, and this is the main component. Without it's impossible to describe the question, to solve the drop table queries, this kind of questions. So we go for our what is our queries select statements. Question number 14.1 to 14.6. Select worker ID, worker name, task, week number, task ID, hours worked, all from time log table T, and put it on as an inner join. See, I put it on as the inner join uh, on T dot worker ID is equal to A dot worker ID, and order by them, like you do assign M in the ascending order by 1, 3, and 5 in upper threes, like they're 1 and 3 and 5. In go for 14.2, select worker, select T dot worker ID, T dot worker name, T dot week number, T dot hours, all. Select all these as a pay rate as a total pay from T, and put is our inner join on T dot worker ID and A dot worker ID, and put 1 and 3 in ascending order. If we go for 14.3, select T dot work ID, T dot work name, T dot hours, select all as a hourly rate as a total pay, put it at inner joint T, select from time log table, put them in inner join on A, T dot worker ID, A dot worker ID, and select by order by ascending order. Select one this, select up from upper these one and this one and into ascending order. In 14.2, select T dot week number, T dot hours, all as the hourly rate as a total pay from time log table T, and put it as inner join on T dot worker ID, A dot worker ID, group by T dot week number, and order one as in ascending order. So this is the main demonstration, and go for that 16, create table, manager ID number 3, manager name varchar 30, varchar the number of characters, manager ID varchar 1, expertise varchar 30, task ID prime 4, primary key manager ID and manager task ID. Create table, statement manager ID, number 3 task ID 4, primary key manager ID and task 3. Because you see, if we have a weak entity, then we have foreign keys. It's mean foreign key between the weak entity, they it take two primary keys, like one is manager ID and one is task ID. So foreign key always comes when we have weak entity. So it take references also. This manager ID, there is a weak entity and it take a primary key from manager table, so we give reference manager. If we go for foreign key, it's also a weak entity, so it take a primary key from task ID, so it's a task ID and it take references from task table. So this is, I hope that you can understand my demonstration. It's very easy for the people who are studying it, and if there are is it difficult to understand for the people who are not doing study. So it's, so thanks for that. Thank you very much.